Hello everyone, behind me is the all-new CF Moto 150 Aura. This is the newest Neo Retro scooter in CF Moto's local lineup. We're going to be test riding this today, but before that, let's take a quick look. So as you can see, it has a very Neo Retro look. As I mentioned, you have a round headlamp up front and you have a modern looking DRL here. We're going to turn that on later, but let's just do a quick walk around of the bike first. So 12-inch alloy wheels, front and rear. That's dual channel ABS front and rear. It's switchable at the rear, and you also have traction control that also can be turned off for whatever reason you would want to. Now here just below the handlebar, you have a hook. You have a small compartment here with a built-in, I don't know if you can see that, there is a USB-A and USB-C charging port. This one can fit a phone as big as an iPhone 17 Pro Max, so at least that's that. You also have space for some small items there. This is your floorboard. We're gonna be testing that out later. And here is your fuel tank, but mamaya na natin buksan. So here you have chrome trim over on the sides, a chrome badging or a badging, and you have another light bar here at the back. You have reflectors here underneath and more chrome trim on the exhaust. Now, what's special about this bike is that it has a lot of features, and we're gonna start with the instrument panel. So it has a keyless ignition, but it doesn't have your typical key fob. It has an NFC card. So we're gonna turn that on by tapping this here. And this display is gonna turn on. Now, with this turned on, let's shift back to the fuel tank. This is electronic. So you can turn that on now with the press of a button. You can access the lid here and you can turn that, you can put that back inside. Now you might be asking, paano pag nagpapagas ako, will I be able to open this with the bike off? Of course you can. They have set it to like a minute or so, that after you turn the bike off, say when you put down the side stand and the bike turns off, you can still open the gas tank. So that's handy. Now, another one you can open here with the press of this button right here, you can open the seat. So there's your compartment. You have space for a full face helmet, a small full face helmet and some items, or a large open face helmet. Now, again, another question, what if nawala ng battery? Wait, let me close this. Yun. So, paano pag nawala ng battery, you still have the physical key and you can open it dito sa ilalim. Medyo matikuloso lang, but that's to be expected kasi the idea naman is you'll never run out of battery, because how are you gonna use your motorcycle if you don't have battery? So, ayun, hindi nyo dapat siya iintindihin. Now, let's go back here. Sabit ko lang to dito. So what's interesting here is that yun nga, you have switchable ABS and traction control. Kita mo yan dito. You also have idling stop-start system. You can turn that off here by pressing this button. Hazard, your ignition switch, and signal lights, busina. And then you have these controls over here to navigate this instrument panel. Now, this also has tire pressure monitoring. So kita nyo yung yung measurements. So it's on bar right now. Hindi ko lang pwede yung palitan, but in any case, madali naman mag-convert. So, kuting-tingin lang natin to. So ito, kita nyo sa baba, there are information here. Pwede nyo siya palitan. Right now, it's fuel economy, time, average speed, range. Pwede nyo siya palitan. Pwede siyang auto. May voltmeter ka, by the way, for your battery. So now it's a bit low kasi this display unit has been turned on and off continuously since yesterday for this shoot. So ayun. So as I said, ang dami niyang controls. Pwede nyo i-off yung traction control, ABS. May emergency stop signal siya. So pag pumreno ka ng biglaan, magbe-blink yung likod. So ito, there's easy ride on. Naka-open siya now. So how this works is that pag upo mo sa bike, ideally, mag-on na siya. Ayun. I don't know if you heard that, but it immediately turned on as soon as I got on the bike. So that's a very handy feature. Now, if you don't like it, you can turn it off. So, madali lang naman if you think it's gimmicky or corny or whatever. Now, hindi naman siya gagana pag nagpatong ka ng gamit dito. If you apply enough pressure, that's when it'll turn on. Pero if you place a heavy bag there or something, it won't automatically turn on. Now, back to this panel. So, ayan. You can connect your phone here dun sa mga future models that will have CF Moto's T-Box. Pwede ka mag-display ng navigation dyan, just like other CF Moto bikes. They're gonna be rolling that out, but for this first batch, wala pa siya. But you can connect your phone here for some added functions. Ayan o, CF Moto app. Pwede mo siya i-connect sa phone mo. Now, let's focus on the other features here. So, basic driving warning. And auto power off. So auto power off, you can set it to turn on kapag umalis ka sa seat or pag naka-idle na siya ng 30 seconds, or pwede mo rin yung baguhin. You can just adjust it like so. Balik natin sa off because balik natin sa dati. So ayan, ito namang kill switch sa kickstand, pwede mo siya iset either delayed or instant. So, pagka-instant, syempre, pagbaba mo, mamamatay na yung scooter. Pag delay, so, pagbaba mo ng side stand, you'll have to wait for 107 seconds or whatever before the bike turns off. So, this is gonna come in handy if, say, you're moving around and you have to put down your side stand for a bit. Say, you're delivering stuff from door to door. So, pagbaba mo ng side stand, hindi siya mamamatay agad. When you get on the bike, no need to turn it on again. So that's quite handy to have. So theft alert, meron din siyang alarm in case pilitan siyang magalaw nang nakalock siya. So ayun, you can also set that there. Pwede din siyang sound. It's not just pwedeng lights, pwedeng sounds, pwedeng both sound and light. Balik lang natin sa lights. So again, wala tong ignition, wala siyang susian. So baka iniisip nyo, paano naman i-lock yung bike? So what's interesting here, para ipatay siya, tap mo lang ulit to, so it'll lock. Ngayon, to lock the handlebars, pipihit mo lang siya, and automatic na siya. Yan na, lock na. So no need to worry about it. Now if you're moving it around, huwag nyo na lang i-off para hindi siya mag-lock pag tinutulak-tulak nyo. So, yung tumutunog na yun, that's the lock of the handlebar kasi nga electronic na siya. Now, CF Moto has added a very cool feature here. You can set a password for your scooter para in case na iwan mo tong card, because, I don't know, it happens, you can set a password. So, let's try to look for the setting here. Ayan. So, this is a password. It's open. You can set a password, ayan, numerical siya. So, mag-set ka. Kunwari ito, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Of course, that's not the set password here. But, yun. Using that password, you can operate the bike without needing the key. So, bubuksan mo lang siya, tapos isa-set mo yung password, mag-on na siya. So, in case of emergency lang naman yan. Or kung kunwari, naiwan mo yung key fob mo, ay yung card mo sa bag mo, tapos ayaw mo na kunin. So there. And I guess if in case malak mo siya sa loob ng upuan, that's another feature to have. By default, it's off. So hindi siya pwede basta-basta nakawin ng kung sino. And the default password is 0000 yata. Anyway, you have to set it first. So if hindi mo siya na-set up pagkakuha mo ng bike mo, you don't need to worry about other people running off with your scooter in case mahack nila yung password. So ayun. By the way, this one also can be changed up, the design of the head unit. Try natin. Display and brightness. Theme. That's sport. You can set it to sport. So makikita nyo nag-iba yung display. So there's the rev meter, speedometer. Kanina yung retro. That's the classic display, classic layout. So here you go. Now, this one, by the way, comes with a 150cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder 4-valve engine. Puts out about 15 horsepower, 14 Nm of torque. Later on, we're gonna be trying it out malalaman natin just how potent that 4-valve engine is and kung kamusta yung fuel economy. They claimed fuel economy is about 37 kilometers per liter, so we'll see about that later. So another cool feature that CF Moto has added to the 150 Aura are the built-in front and rear cameras. So, ayan. These cameras are perpetually running 1080p, 30 FPS. They've demoed us kung ano itsura nito sa umaga at sa gabi, and trust me, it looks really good even sa gabi. Sobrang clear niya. So it's not for shooting but more on for safety purposes. Basically, dash cam. It just perpetually runs and records, and it records on a 32 gig micro SD. Standard yun. I'll show you where it is, or at least I'll try to. This is the battery. It's underneath this. So medyo mahirap siyang kunin. Pero in any case, the 32 gig, when it runs out, mag-overwrite lang siya. So parang dashcam lang talaga. It's expandable up to 256 gig. Now, the tricky part is to retrieve it, you have to get the micro SD card. And they say there's a total of about 14, 15 bolts to get to the SD card. But in any case, hindi mo naman siya kakailanganin lagi kasi it's just in a case of emergency or you really want to see something, you have to take out everything and retrieve your files. But as I said, the 32 gig naman is probably about your daily commute, about less than an hour, enough yun. So if you need to get something, madali naman siya, hindi naman siya basta-basta ma-overwrite. Now if you want to expand it further, madami-dami yung 256 gig, you just need a high-speed card. Hindi siya pwede basta-basta micro SD. They're also exploring the possibility of putting an SD card adapter or an extender, so at least you don't need to dig deep to get the micro SD card. We'll see after the launch if some people can come up with something. I'm sure they can. Now, as for retrieving it via a phone app, they haven't said anything about that yet, but knowing CF Moto and seeing just how loaded this scooter is, I'm sure they have something in store. I'm sure. So yeah, that's that. Now, as I mentioned, we're gonna be riding this today just around Metro Manila. It's gonna be a quick test ride, a few hours with it, but what's fun about today's ride is that CF Moto has partnered with Fujifilm, and they've given us quick snaps, so disposable film cameras with 27 shots, and they have a photo contest going on. So pagandahan kami ng photos using the film cameras. We have 27 shots to work with. We don't need to use all of them, but they have a concept for the Aura, and ayun, just pagandahan ng photos, pagandahan ng roll. So we'll see if may babat-bat ba yung mga photos ko, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. Not for competition, but just to challenge my brain and just to add a layer of fun to this test drive today. I'm probably gonna bring it to around the city. Tingnan natin what shots I can come up with, but rest assured, I'm gonna show you the shots I take para lang din makita nyo what it's like. Now, I'm gonna talk more about the bike later as we ride it, so I guess we'll catch you guys later when we start the test ride. First impressions of the 150 Aura. Lambot ng sa tinyador. The throttle is, it almost feels loose. But not to the point that you don't exactly understand what's happening or something. Not to the point that you don't have control, but malambot siya. Sobrang lambot. So one thing na napansin ko, my left hand is here trying to fiddle with the controls. Medyo bulky yung front end, so parang ang hirap niya hirap niya pindutin at first, so medyo sanayan. Mali yung napipindot ko. Now, just a little more about this scooter. It's powered by a 150cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder 4-valve engine. So performance should be better than your standard single-cylinder scooters. It puts out about 15 horsepower and 14 Nm of torque. Quite punchy, actually. If you twist the throttle, it goes. CVT, of course, belt-driven. Power delivery is actually not bad. Now we're gonna head to... I want to go to Diliman. I want to try out shooting there. So let's go to Diliman. So ito yung napili natin location, tong film center, because we're shooting film. Hindi ko lang gets kung paano gamitin tong quick snap nung una, pero ayun. I'll take a photo using my camera so we can show what it looks like then. So yeah, now before we lose more time trying to do spiels while doing all this, I've given you most of my impressions anyway. We'll do a conclusion after, but I'll fast forward to the other locations where we end up shooting. So yeah, bye-bye. Now before we head over to the other locations, I just want to show this. So yung kanina, the easy start function is on. So every time sumasakay ka, nag-on siya. But since may sensor yung side stand and mamamatay siya pag naka-side stand siya, hindi siya under pag upo ko. Like, ganito. Yeah. Pero once itaas ko yung side stand, nagsa-start yung scooter. And that's such a huge feature. Pag akyat mo ba sa motor, pag palipat-lipat ka ng location, especially like what I'm doing right now, I'm shooting, parang one less thing to worry about. Parang, alam mo yun, it's the little things that add up when you're riding daily or moving around daily. So, ayun, just wanted to point that out. But anyway, let's head on over to the other locations. I'll catch you guys later.
Alam ko, snatchan ako.
Tigil lang ako dyan. Bye-bye. Well, that was challenging. So that was my first time shooting film. Prior to this ride, I had no experience whatsoever. Only knew a little about photography, but that was it. Today was a challenge in photo composition and just looking for locations you can shoot. And it was hard doing that with a time limit, but it was fun doing it while riding because I did get to understand the scooter a little more while having fun shooting or trying to think of what to do with the bike. So yeah, just some final thoughts about the 150 Aura. So right now I'm on EDSA. I'm back on EDSA, heading back towards our starting point rather. And it's been a good, 3 hours with it? Just moving around the city, moving from one city to another rather, and just using it for the commute. So I'm doing about 2.5 liters per 100 kilometers, and they hadn't reset the odometer since the start. On total odometer is 137 kilometers. Trip A is 137 kilometers. So this is like the lifetime fuel consumption, and that's not bad. I'll put the conversion here in kilometers per liter, and as advertised, it is quite decent in terms of fuel economy. Now, again, no price yet, but we do know that it won't exceed 150 grand. It will actually be well under 150 grand. So for what it is, for what it has to offer, that's pretty good. Because this is a punchy 150cc scooter that isn't too thirsty and has a lot of features, man. What can I say? Most loaded scooter in this segment. I was able to use a lot of the features today. The easy start was very, very helpful. Just getting off the bike, getting on the bike, not having to press anything. And Now, to address one of the probable concerns of most viewers, most would-be customers, paano pag na-lowbat? What if the battery runs low? What if I run out of battery? Well, at least with our experience earlier, the display bike kept telling us that the battery was low. So it automatically shut off. It prevented us from idling each time. So the only way to recharge it was to keep running, just keep riding or leave it running. Now that's a good feature to have because at least then you'll know when your battery is about to go. Now, it will lose a lot of its functions if it dies, but doesn't any other motorcycle anyway. If you run out of juice in any scooter, you won't be able to use it. That's the bottom line. And if that's a concern of yours, well, that's a concern of any rider, regardless of what bike they're riding. So, in my opinion, it shouldn't be treated like, oh, there's just too many electronics, there are too many features, yada yada. It's just like any other bike. You run with a battery, and if you run out of battery, you won't be able to use it. That's just it. Another concern, of course, is the ride quality. Well, at least after the launch, we'll start seeing more aftermarket upgrades, more accessories or whatever to better the ride experience, the ownership experience. So maybe front suspension upgrades in the future, we'll see. But as it stands, in my opinion, it's not a deal breaker, considering what else the bike has to offer. It really depends on your riding conditions or your routine, your behavior. Because if you do ride on bumpy roads every single day of your life, well, that's gonna be a problem. But otherwise, if you're riding it in the CBDs like Makati, Pasig, Quezon City, whatever, it shouldn't be a deal breaker. It should be livable. Now, we won't be able to give out a score because this is just a quick test ride of the 150 Aura. So we'll wait for a proper review, probably test this out for a whole week or so to see just how good or bad it is as a daily commuter. But as it stands, after our quick test ride, I'm impressed. Very much impressed with all that it has to offer and the supposed price tag, as we're told. And honestly, when the time comes that I'll be in the market for another scooter, this will probably be in my shortlist. Anyway, I guess that's it for us today. For Top Gear Philippines, this has been Leander Gresha, and I'll see you guys in the next day.